Right, so I was a weatherman for 40 years at KNBC. I went through a lot of changes in that time. It began with Diana Ross leading the world singing "I'm Coming Out" and ended with COVID insisting, no, you're stuck in the basement for 2 years. The job was easy. Essentially 364 days of the year, the result would be 73 and sunny. The 365th day, it might rain for 20 minutes. I don't know if you've noticed, but weather forecasters today have been facing something once unthinkable in LA: weather. Extreme weather, crazy weather, fire, drought, El Niños. I never had to look into camera 3 and say, today Malibu will be a dystopian hellscape of scorching flames. Look, this room is filled with the greatest location pros on the planet, but we all live on one single location, and it's turning from a loving blue and green ball of life to a charcoal briquette. Luckily, we have this year's Humanitarian honorees on the case. And to tell you more, we've got a very special guest. There are certain performers who, whatever the show, whatever the part, elevate everything happening on the screen. I love this lady. That absolutely describes her. She is an award-winning actor and producer, known for stealing scenes in projects like Shrinking, Just Suit Me, and Hot in Cleveland. She also is a dedicated humanitarian and EMA board member. Please welcome Wendy Malick.
I miss Fritz's boring old weather reports. They were so comforting. We are living through far too interesting times. No matter where you live on this planet, there is no escaping the dangers of climate change. Just last month, temperatures in the California desert topped 126 degrees. But despair is not an option. It is so easy to get overwhelmed by doomsday speak, which is why we need positive leaders who offer real solutions and inspire us to be the change we want to see. And my friend and ally, Debbie Levin, is exactly that. Debbie has been the fearless CEO of the Environmental Media Association for the past 25 years. And during her tenure, I have watched her transform the way we see our role as caretakers of this beautiful planet. From day one, Debbie realized that the way to change the message was to change the messenger. Hollywood leads the world in storytelling. So she figured out how to weave environmental challenges into stories with plot points delivered by, ironically, some of the hottest talent on the planet. The innovation she spearheaded can be seen both on the screen and behind the scenes. When all cars ran on fossil fuel, Debbie almost single-handedly turned the obscure Prius into the most desirable hybrid on the road, with testimonials from beloved actors, athletes, and musicians. She made it sexy to be green. She next turned to the way Hollywood works. Waste was everywhere. Single-sided script pages by the thousands being printed every day, plastic water bottles all over the set, cars and vans running all day even when not in use, and so much more. Debbie came up with a simple way to overhaul decades of bad practices by creating the global standard for green production, the EMA Green Seal. The Green Seal is a certification program that recognizes and rewards films, TV shows, and other productions for using sustainable and eco-friendly production practices. The result has been less waste and energy efficiency, not to mention good karma. And hats off to the LMGI, tonight's show has earned a Green Seal. Debbie Levin is the real deal. She has brought into the EMA family the best and the brightest, not only in entertainment, but in science, medicine, and innovation. She never scolds, she encourages, with contagious joy, humor, and passion. Through her steadfast commitment to our mission, she has built the Environmental Media Association into one of the most trusted world leaders in honest, impactful change. Let's take a look.
It is again our unique privilege to be the only award show that honors and celebrates storytellers for educating and inspiring change to preserve our Earth. 2023 was reported to be the hottest year documented. This is not just about climate, polar bears, and glaciers. This is about my lungs and your lungs.
As this year's most Emma Gold Green Seals, Disney with 49 this year, and Amazon jumping from 9 to 48 Emma Gold Seals.
Let's place the American farmer who is fighting to change the system and bring us healthy, non-toxic food at the very center of our story. Thank you all for your ongoing commitment to this planet we share. You inspire me. Everyone here tonight, beloved Cheryl, Debbie, and this amazing organization, thank you so much for having me.
More than any other time in history, we're all connected in our information tunnel. And the world is alive and in turmoil. But our job is here to support and amplify the growth industry behind the advances in sustainable practices and storytelling. It is our huge honor this morning to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the very first Emma Green Seals being presented at the annual Emma Awards in 2004. Hillary Rodham Clinton, here with us today to talk about the work that she's leading at the Clinton Foundation.
I really am grateful that once again, so many of you who know how to tell stories are here to help us figure out how to tell this one.
You're very told. Do you ever feel bad supporting the environment when you use up more of it than most people?
Let's talk about planetary health.
But there's a larger paradigm called planetary health, which is like, hey, we're all part of one grand organism.
Who's running the corporations? They're people. They have kids, they've got families. Let's everybody do better, and let's have everybody move in a way that's gonna benefit society as well as becoming, more successful for your board members or the bottom line.
I see a lot of hope in the way that people are not beaten down, they're resilient. No matter how hard it is out there, we're not going to give in or give up.
Things happen where we start giving out water bottles to all of the crew, and then you're not using a whole bunch of plastic bottles.
And tonight, we celebrate these achievements and the achievements in our industry with storytelling, Emma Green Seal Productions.
Great environmentalist David Brower. He had something called Rule 9 that basically was make sure you laugh every day. Find some time, get settled, meditate, and prepare this part of the ecosystem, your heart and your soul, and go back and do it again.
I am honored to present the LMGI 2026 Humanitarian Award to the Environmental Media Association, a great organization led by a great woman. Please welcome my dear friend and fearless leader, Debbie Levin.
By the way, Wendy is the best girlfriend in the world. So that's what I've gotten out of all of this. So, oops, and my little things are coming apart, so oops. Thank you so much, LMGI. I have massive appreciation for the work that you do in our industry. When we first created the Emma Green Seal in 2003, location managers, along with line producers, worked together to embrace our emerging sustainable standards. You guys jumped in right away and totally understood what our vision was and made it a reality. So really, thank you, everybody in this room, so much. As Wendy said, the Emma Green Seal has become the global standard in no small part to the work that you all do. And Wendy, Back in 2003, you were on the founding committee helping to develop our very first EMA Green Seal standards. Wendy has been with me literally since 2000, every step of the way, for all the work that we've done. So for all of those 25 plus years of everything and all the work and our dear friendship, I love you so much. As I'm sure everyone in this room fully understands, you just kind of take one step after another. It's shocking to actually realize that we've all been in this community for decades and decades, and many of us more decades. It's also kind of surreal to look back at what has been accomplished. Filmmaking is collaborative, every piece essential to the finished project. What you do, creating and fostering relationships with production, government agencies, businesses, and communities, and authentically being mindful of the environmental impact of every project is crucial. And this is a really fun event, and I really do know fun events. I want to also thank you for this so special and humbling award. I don't really stop and think about the big picture effect of our work as humanitarian. Reflecting on this impact that we've made is actually so powerful, and we're so grateful to be acknowledged this way. The work that EMA does has always been done and is contingent on our relationship with the industry. So being recognized by the industry is especially important and so moving. I really appreciate this honor for our decades of work with environmentally focused storytelling, consumer behavior and choices, and of course, sustainable production. Thank you so much for believing in our work and bringing it to life.